What's up, Juan? This is Daniel from Josh and Danny SEO. So we're going to take a quick look at your website, see what's going on, and see what we can do. So we'll be open and honest. I can't help you as far as like analyzing your strategy for Google Ads and the Google guaranteed part about it. Can't do that unless I see exactly what it is you're looking at. I can give you a bit of an idea, and that's just about it. But let's take a look at the other end of it, where I come in as getting you more organic search. Let's take a look at the website. So right off the bat, I do like your logo. You have home, services, and it looks like it's a drop down menu. Now, here's the thing there is so much more that goes into this. Like residential painting has an interior and exterior cabinet, refinishing, and anything else that goes along the lines that you want to promote for that. You might even do, what is it, pressure washing for all we know. What about stucco repair? What about sheetrock and drywall repair? Popcorn stain removal. Like there's so much in there that you can do. Anyway, you got gallery, you have a blog, which is okay. Just a lot of times I find when people have blogs on their website, they rank more for the blog than for the actual stuff they want to rank for. And then you have a contact us. Now, the one thing you do lose 25 points on is your phone number is not here, one. You want someone to come here, and I don't know, you'll get maybe 20% of people who just quickly call you. They don't want to read, they just want to hear your voice and talk to you about what it is you're offering. Anyway, we are a full service Brightview painting. Okay. So I notice over here you got Morgan Hill and Gilroy. They're kind of smaller areas, which is fine. Get a free estimate. Good. Commercial and industrial painting. Okay, this is perfect. See, residential service, deck and sunshade, specialty painting project. This should be in your drop down menu because then somebody can come in, they kind of scroll over it, and then they just click on the one they want. I'm assuming this means you do epoxy. Oh yeah, you do epoxy. That's great. So you see how many services you have available, and you're not ranking, you're not putting them in the easiest way for somebody to just kind of find it. You have videos, that's fine. 15 years of service, 500. Honestly, I gotta ask everyone whether or not this is true or not. Satisfied clients and all that. I know they have, but are their numbers really up there? I mean, after you said what, 35 years or something? I don't know. Where did it say years? I mean, it could be. Wait, it says right here, 15 plus years. I guess so. I mean, it's pretty good. Maybe 50 clients a year, divide that by 12. It probably should be more, maybe. I have no idea. Okay, why choose us? Our latest work. See more. Ready to get started. Interior and exterior. There should be links, or at least talked about Yelp reviews, which are good. Let's get a free estimate. This is great. You always want that. And then that is the end of the website. Okay, so let's take a look at the back end. Right, front end, you're going to need more content, right? More content you have, the more you'll rank for, because Google makes word associations so that they can, push you to the top for certain things. So right off the bat, we have BV painting. You have no UR rating, which is how much which is how strong your website is, and then you have a DR rating of 0.2, which is how much Google trusts you. Now, you don't have a lot of backlinks here. And a backlink is where you have your website link, bvpainting.com, somewhere else where somebody can click on it, and a referring domain is when it comes back to you. Now, you do have 12 referring domains, which is fine. Not all backlinks, by the way, are created equal. Some are more spammy than others, like BuzzFeed and Wikipedia. Stay away from those. Look to more painting blogs and stuff like that that really help you out. But you do have 5 organic keywords that you're ranking for. So, and a keyword is what somebody might put in Google to find you. It's like a word association game. So you definitely want to make sure that you have the right stuff on your website. Now, just looking at this, you don't, because Brightview is your name. And yeah, Brightview pressure washing, but unless somebody knows who you are, they're not putting that in. As you can see, there's not even a lot of ranking for it. Now, this, I don't even know what this is. Paint.com. It free. I don't know why you're even ranking for that. That's underneath the estimates, I guess. But you definitely want to be careful with what it is you're ranking for. So let's take a look at maybe Paint or San Jose. So I know you're more those two areas, Morgan. They're a little bit outside of San Jose, to like over here, I believe. Maybe I'm off. Morgan Hill. But I know you're bigger, just based on what, how we spoke, what we talked about. So I'm looking in San Jose. So right off the bat, by the way, a keyword you want it to be location and service specific. What that does is it lets anyone who's searching know that I'm looking for a painter in the area of San Jose. So they're local. That's also how Google Ads are created. So as long as you're service and location specific, you can create a decent Google ad. So over here we have, your GMB, Google My Business Profile. It's very important to be in here because anyone who's in here, 30, 40% of all people searching for anything will click on one of these guys. So this is one of those other things we spoke about. So I went over your website and SEO. So that's one and two things I do. This is going to be the third thing I do to get BV painting to the top. Now I'm going to take a look at in a second, try and find out exactly where you are if you rank anywhere near here. And the easiest way to do that, oops, did not mean to click that, is to just search BV painting. But let's take a look at your competition first. So right off the bat, we have in your organic search, we got Yelp, we got Angie's List, we got Wow One Day. They are pretty, they are going to be a big fight, shall we say, because they are everywhere. So they're more of a franchise. So beating out a franchise is a little tougher. But let's take a look at House Doctor Painting because they're right after Wow One Day and they're more local. So we have House Doctor Painting. They have their phone number here, which is a click to call, get an estimate, free quotes, help, location, painting services. So they have drop down menus, but they're not doing the right stuff with that. So in the Bay Area, serving since 1989. It's cool. It's about 21 years. Is it maybe 31 years? Commercial painting, residential. But see, they're talking about what it is they're offering, but they're not. They're talking. It's too broad. You can't be broad. If you're too broad, then Google doesn't care for you as much. Professional painters in San Jose. There's nothing wrong with that. Bay Area commercial. So this is how I know whether it's done professionally or not. Nope, I did not mean to do that. Because you can use pictures to basically increase your ranking. You can hide keywords in there. And that's something you would always want to do. And if they're not saved as the right stuff, then I know that it wasn't done correctly, or somebody did it and did not know fully what they were doing. But he's going to rank for this, House Painters in Santa Clara, because it's a keyword. But just scrolling through, yeah, they don't have a huge amount of content. So could you beat them out for content? Yes. It seems like they just have a lot on here without any real rhyme or reason. So let's take a look at the back end and see how they're doing on the back. So they have a UR rating of 9 and a DR rating of 0.9. For the amount of backlinks they have, that's not a great number because they have 482 of them to 45 referring domains. So less than 10% on the referring domain side. But again, if they're, spammy, then of course it's not going to help them out. Now they do have 301 keywords for that word association. Now my idea is if you have one keyword, you should get 2 to 3 people to your website through that. So let's take a look at what those organic keywords are because they should be at 900 people coming to 900, maybe even, depending if you're 1, 2, or 3, you should have a little more than that. But let's see what it is they are ranking for so we can kind of figure out. And we're going to take a look at what the keywords are, the volume they offer, the position that they are currently in, and how much traffic they're getting. See? We just got to wait for it to load. So they're ranking for 253 actual keywords, so they might have had a little bit more and they might have been taken off. Don't use AT&T. All right, so we got San Jose Painting. That's an excellent keyword, 400 a month searching for it. They're getting 57 people, so a little over 10% because they're in position 3. When you're in positions 1, 2, and 3, you'll typically get about 10, 20%. Commercial painting services, San Jose, 70 people a month searching for it. They're getting 24 people to their website. So I don't know, that's 32% for position 2. As you can see, each and every one of these are not only location specific, they're service specific, and that's exactly what it is you want. And there's some of them are really high. 400 for this guy, and he's getting 7 because he's on page 2. And see, he hid one in a thumbnail. House Painter, San Jose. 200 a month searching. He's getting 10 because he's on page number. He's barely on page number 1. This one, San Jose Painting Contractor, 7011-3. So, I know you're doing a lot in painting, Juan. And I'm sure we spoke a little bit. You're doing really well. Here's the only thing. Oh, wait. There is another thing I want to do. So we're going to do Brightview, Painting, San Jose, California. And we're going to just see, here you are. So this is your GMB, Brightview Painting. You are in Morgan Hill, California. So if I search Morgan Hill, this will be for Morgan Hill, but it won't be for San Jose. So you might have to create an entirely new one for San Jose if you wanted to rank over there. So this is great, but at the same exact time, Google doesn't allow you to rank for multiple areas. And then obviously this brings us right back. So excellent. So, oh yeah, by the way, as far as like how to do cost per click, for Google ads. So this has 400 people a month searching for it. It costs $3.12 a month. So I would create a Google ad with that. I would probably also create a Google ad with House Painting San Jose because there's no, I mean, there might be, but at the moment, from what analytics are showing me, there's nothing. San Jose Paint, $5 per click. I don't know. You're gonna have to kind of you can pick 4 or 5 and do 4 or 5 at once. So it's not bad. Like even exterior painting. Painter's an area you don't want to do because that's anywhere internationally. So you're gonna want to stay away from that. But in order to help you out, honestly, all we got to do is content. We got to add a little bit more content to your website that makes sense, that talks about the stuff you're offering. Add those organic keywords in there so you can start ranking for those keywords organically. So instead of you paying Yelp $2,500 a month in order to get your leads, you can do it through this. And honestly speaking, the fact, unless you're trying to like really fight, even San Jose area is not that big of a fight to beat them. I don't know why he's ranking for San Francisco. That's weird because I don't know how close they are together. But but you're going to want to take a look at content, the keywords you're going to put in there, as well as, you need more backlinks, definitely. And the cool thing is you can take them from him. He's got a lot. Find out the really good ones. He's only got 45 really good ones. And then you can put those on for yourself. Add an additional 50, but honestly, ranking you to number one in these, in this area isn't going to be that difficult. But that's all I got. If you do have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Other than that, you have a good one, man. Bye.